Hello everyone, welcome back to Eat Sleep Brief. In this week's episode, we're actually not going to be covering my tank at all, as you guys can see. I'm going to be covering a tank that I think you guys should really take a look at. It's been a tank that I've admired ever since I kind of stumbled across it. And for you guys wondering, this tank is Reef Goddess from Instagram. She's been running this tank for quite a while. I remember stumbling across her page. And it immediately caught my attention. It's pretty simple to see just the euphilia. More specific, the torches in this tank just create that amazing flow. I think that a lot of us love to enjoy in this hobby. Is typically the reason we go for either torches or anemones. It's just the flow they create, and they bring just so much life into our reef tank. So that's very quickly what caught my attention very early on. And the more I started kind of following her page on Instagram, the more I started to see how simple she really ran her setup. And not only is this video to show you guys her beautiful tank, but it's also for you guys out there, especially you newer people that are that tend to overcomplicate things. You know, a lot of us tend to think that for us to have a really nice reef tank, we need to go out, spend a lot of money, have all these dosers, all these crazy things going on to sustain and to have a happy reef tank. Well, Reef Goddess tank kind of proves us, wrong. Pretty much states that no, you don't need that. You need very few minimal little tasks you need to be doing to the tank on a weekly, bi-weekly basis. No crazy dosing going on, and of course we're going to quickly give a rundown on her equipment, but yeah, it's more of an inspiration. I hope you guys really see and admire this and see for yourself that it's not about chasing the number. It's more about having the stability, making it simple, making it enjoyable, because at the end of the day, you keep it simple, consistent, you're going to most likely get these results you see here in front of you. So, quick rundown of the system. The tank is a 20-gallon Red Sea Max. So for you guys that are aware, Red Sea does make quite a few systems. The Red Sea Max is their all-in-one system. It's pretty much everything included. I believe, I've never owned one, but I believe the whole back chamber is kind of like the all-in-one style tank. So it has no sump. The back wall kind of is compartmentalized into different areas that I guess you could call it a sump. It does have a built-in skimmer. She is running the Nero 5 wave maker. I don't know about you guys, but just the waves it's making this thing. Just look at the beautiful flow in this thing. It seems to be plenty. Originally, I thought the Nero 5 wouldn't be able to be run on small tanks, but here's a prime example. It running on a 20-gallon tank, and it's doing a great job. I don't see any corals, getting blown out of their head. I mean, everything is just looking really, really good. As far as her feeding regimen, she feeds reefroids. She did mention she tends to mix it with Cyclops, brine, mysis, fritz, azox, oyster feast, and a few others. That's one thing with reefroids. You can feed it alone, you can mix it if you wish, but reefroids is what I've been using, and you can see here it certainly delivers results. As far as her maintenance schedule, you guys are probably thinking she has this crazy regimen for maintaining this reef tank. Let me know when you guys are ready. It's bi-weekly water changes, very small, she mentions, runs carbon, and doses alkalinity. That's it. It's that simple, guys. It just goes to show again, the simplicity for us to keep these reef tanks. We make them difficult. It just really goes to show, I don't know about you, but me looking at, this video here, every single one of these corals looks very happy, very plump, very colorful. I could stare at this all day. And yeah, again, it goes to show you don't need to overcomplicate it. Just keep it simple. All our corals want is simplicity, stability. You don't need to, again, go out and buy all these crazy stuff to maintain a beautiful reef tank, as you guys see here. As far as the light she's running, she is running the AI Prime. The AI Prime, it's a great light. It's a very versatile light, very customizable. It's a light that's very powerful. It has plenty of power to grow SPS, but as you guys can see here, it has no issues whatsoever growing Euphilia, and more importantly, keeping them very, very happy. So if you guys are wondering what the fish stock is looking like and what fish she does have, she has fairy wrasse, diamond tail flasher wrasse, a pair of black storms. I don't know about you guys, but I've lately been wanting to upgrade, if you will, my clownfish either to black storms or the orange storms. But obviously I'd have to get rid of mine first to find someone that wants them. That's something that's been on my mind. I kind of just thought about it right now, running through her list. But yeah. And then she also has 3 crazy shrimp. A sexy shrimp, a peppermint, and a cleaner. So it just goes to show, guys, if you keep your bio load to minimal, your nitrates and phosphates can be maintained just through nutrient export through the water changes. And you don't need to run these crazy reactors, GFO, so on and so forth. Just some simple carbon, some simple water changes, and you are done. And again, I just really enjoy seeing tanks like this and seeing people that find the beautiful balance and harmony with corals, with fish, more importantly with water, and really figure out a system that works, but not only works, that's very easy to maintain. Because remember, guys, if something is difficult to do or you hate doing, you're less likely to do it over long periods of time. Or on the other hand, if something is simple to do, very easy, you're more likely to do it over a long period of time. And I think that's one thing Reef Goddess has nailed here. Don't ask her, because she in no way, shape, or form thinks she's as good as the reefer as I believe she is. I don't think the definition of a good reefer is how big your tank is, if you have SPS core, none of that. I think if you're able to keep corals, more importantly, keep them happy and healthy, as we can see here, while doing it in a simple way that fits in your schedule, obviously, that you can keep up with, that to me is 100% success. So in my book, I'm pretty sure you're going to be watching this, Reef Goddess. In my book, you are a 100% successful reefer, and I really hope, again, people watching this can replicate and learn from this. So everyone, we're going to leave this video here. Hopefully I was able to cover all the questions you had. For you guys still, tripping out saying, wait, is that all she really does for maintenance? Is that all her equipment? That is all, guys. That is absolutely all. There's nothing else going on. Again, keep it simple. So we're going to wrap it up here. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down in the comment box below. As always, thanks for watching. Happy reefing.